Hello everyone. So this is the 8th session of the Advances in Post-Harvest Technology of Fruits and Vegetables, and the topic which we'll be covering today is pre-harvest factors affecting post-harvest quality. Now talking about the quality of post-harvest product. The post-harvest product quality represents market quality, edible quality, transport quality, table quality, nutritional quality, internal quality and appearance quality. Quality means a combination of characteristics, attributes and properties that gives the value to human and enjoyments. Consumers consider good quality in relationship to color, flavor, and nutrition. Quality of the produce is the final manifestation of interrelation between the commodity and its environment. The genetic characteristics and physiological status of the commodity determines the typical post-harvest behavior and the quality of the produce, and these two are the major bases of the interaction. Pre-harvest factors with environmental factors such as temperature, relative humidity, water potential, light, cultural practices and pest management techniques determine the inherent quality of the produce. However, the ultimate quality is the final manifestation of interrelation between the commodity and its environment. Several pre-harvest and post-harvest factors affecting the quality of the horticultural crops. Some of these factors are related to plant, others are related to environment or to the cultural practices. Pre-harvest factors related to plants, crops. The quality of the food, fruits and vegetables varies from crop to crop. Example: jackfruit, bale, potato, onion, pumpkin, garlic having good quality in relation to the shelf life, while apples, mangoes, cherries, strawberries, tomatoes, capsicum, okra, Brussels sprouts, Chinese cabbage, carrots, radish attract more to the consumers due to the attractive appearance. Cultivars. The quality of the seed or plant material is an important factor that controls the quality of the fruits and vegetables produced. Several parameters of quality are controlled genetically. Cultural practices. All cultural practices have direct effect on the final quality of the produce. Planting methods. Many plants are very sensitive to the environmental conditions and thus quality will not be optimized when crop is produced under adverse conditions. Producing summer plants during the winter or vice versa will not be appropriate until protection practices are implemented. Planting density. It affects both the quality and quantity of the produce. High density planting increases competition between plants, reduces light availability and thus may decrease quantity. Low density planting lead to large size, better colored fruits or vegetables which may have shorter shelf life. Larger fruits are commonly more sensitive to physiological disorders. Irrigation. Irregular watering usually reduces fruit size, increases spitting, physiological disorders, reduces water content of the plant or plant part. Fertilization. Poor management of fertilizers will increase physiological disorders due to the deficiency of some minerals or increase on other leading to toxicity. In both cases, quality will be negatively affected. Pruning. It reduces the load and increases the growth of fruits and chemicals used after harvest. Thinning. This operation reduces the competition between fruits and plants and thus promotes a good balance between the vegetables and fruit parts and improves quality. Protection. Pathogens and insects have a very negative effect on quality. Poor management of plant protection programs can lead to very poor quality and reduced yield. Related to environment. Temperature is the most important environmental factor that affects the quality. Very low or very high temperature may injure sensitive crops. Adequate high intensity and quality is important for the formation of some color. Wind and rain may cause negative effects on some crops. Related to chemicals, many hormones and growth regulators are used in agriculture so that they can affect the quality in different ways. During harvest factors. Season. The quality of produce is greatly influenced by season. Example: winter season harvest have more shelf life as compared to the other season, while off season fruits and vegetables give more remunerative price. Harvesting during or immediately after raining should not be carried out since it creates most favorable conditions for multiplication of microorganisms. Citrus fruits become susceptible to damage after if harvesting during rains as the rind becomes turgid and prone to easy bruising. Sun scalding. Time. Fruits and vegetables should always be harvested when temperature is mild because high temperature leads to faster respiration. Morning harvest of horticulture crops prefer for local market because they are fully fresh and turgid and have dew drops in this time. Evening harvesting is preferred for distant market due to higher accumulation of reserved carbohydrates and less amount of moisture, which give the better quality of the produce to consumer. Leafy vegetables harvested in the latter part of the morning or late in the afternoon. The petioles of these vegetables break less easily and their leaves are more resistant to tearing since they have lost water through transpiration and therefore are less brittle. Cucumbers are harvested in the late morning when it is transported under less than ideal condition because it is less prone to injury when it contains less water. Methods and stages of harvest. Selection of suitable method of harvesting of the produce is necessary, otherwise bruises or injuries during harvesting may later manifest as black or brown patches, making them unattractive. Latex coming out of stem in mango should not be allowed to fall on fruits as it creates a black spot. Injury to peel may become an entry point for microorganisms causing rotting. Some of the harvesting gadgets have been developed. Example, mango harvester in Lucknow. Stages of harvesting. Fruits and vegetables must be harvested at right stage of maturity. A very common cause of poor product quality at harvest and rapid deterioration thereafter is harvesting immature vegetables. Vegetables harvested immature or over mature usually do not keep long. Fruits, vegetables harvested too early lose water fast and are more susceptible to mechanical damage and microbial attack. An over mature vegetable is more susceptible to decay, has past its best eating quality, and deteriorates fast. Consumer demand. Harvesting time and harvest maturity can be altered by the requirements of the consumer's demand, which may affect the quality of the produce at some extent. Post harvest factors. Curing is done immediately after harvesting. It strengthens the skin. The process is induced at relatively high temperature and humidity involving suberization of outer tissues followed by the development of wound periderm which acts as an effective barrier against infection and water loss. It is favored by high temperature and high humidity. Potatoes, sweet potato, colocasia, onion and garlic are cured prior to storage and or marketing. Potato tubers are held at 18 degrees Celsius for 2 days and then at 7 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius for 10 to 12 days at 90 degrees relative humidity. Curing also reduces the moisture content, especially in onion and garlic. Drying of superficial leaves of onion bulbs protects them from microbial infection in storage. Degreening. It is a process of decomposing green pigment in fruits, usually applying ethylene or similar metabolic inducers to fruits. It is applicable to banana, citrus and tomato. Degreening is carried out in special treating rooms with controlled temperature and humidity in which low concentration of ethylene, that is to 20 parts per million, is applied. Pre-cooling. The high temperatures are detrimental to keeping quality of fruits and vegetables, especially when harvesting is done during hot days. Pre-cooling is a means of removing the field heat. It slows down the rate of respiration, minimizes susceptibility to attack of microorganisms and reduces water loss. Peas and okra, which deteriorates fast, needs prompt pre-cooling. Washing and drying. Most of the fruits and vegetables are washed after harvesting to improve their appearance, to prevent wilting and to remove primary inoculum load of microorganisms. Hence, a fungi bactericide should be used in washing water. Washing improves shelf life of bananas by delaying their ripening. After washing, excess of water should be removed, which would otherwise encourage microbial spoilage. Sorting and grading. Fruits and vegetables require sorting and grading for uniform packing of At field level, sorting is done on the basis of size and color, while grading practices performed as per the defects on the basis of marketability and unmarketable products. Disinfection. Papaya, mango, melon and other fruits are susceptible to fruit fly attack. Disinfection is done either by vapor heat treatment at 43 degrees Celsius with saturated air with water vapor for 6 to 8 hours by ethylene dibromide fumigation. Waxing. Fruits and vegetables have a natural layer on the outer surface which is partly removed by washing. An extra discontinuous layer of wax applied artificially with sufficient thickness and consistency to prevent anaerobic condition within the fruits provide necessary protection against decay organism. Waxing also improves the appearance and glossiness, making them more acceptable. Packing. It means more than carrying multiples of an object. Packing not only protects the horticultural produce but also makes a favorable impression on the buyers and may be able to fetch higher income. Delivery. Moving the harvest product produced from the farm to the customer in good condition is important. All efforts up to delivery can be invalid if the fresh fruits and vegetables reach destination poor condition. Care should be taken to protect the produce and it becomes necessary when mixing load of fruits and vegetables to prevent violating the compatibility factors. That's all for this session.